Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm an emotional healer, and every week I'm going to be doing videos on helping you handle your emotions, kind of like your personal therapist. So if you are here by chance, by luck, or whatever, then my message today is definitely for you. And I do want to add that on the bottom of the video, there's all my links to articles you can read, to websites that I have. If you're interested in Reiki or a personal emotional session, you can contact me through my Reiki site. I just want you to know that there is a lot going on in this planet, and there's a lot of angry people. And I understand the anger, and so I want to help you with it. If you find yourself extremely judgmental and angry at the world, at the way things are in your life, then I'm going to give you some information right now. And what inspired this particular video was yesterday I posted on one of my social media networks, LinkedIn, about all the positive things that to be happy about. And one sentence just turned on this guy, and he just went crazy, saying that I was crazy, stupid. Why is his life miserable? Why is he sick? Why can't he have what he wants? Why do people judge him or don't understand him? And so this is what has inspired this. Now, true, if you could please understand that is very important to open your mind to a whole different awareness and a whole different thought process. So have you ever heard the saying that your mind is like a parachute and it doesn't work unless it's open? So it's very important for you to open your mind and start seeing things in a different light. Because what you see yourself is your perception that comes from you. And what I see is completely different. So first off, you need to know that you are your own creator. And everything you think and everything you believe is what you bring into your existence. So I know you've heard this many times, change your thoughts, change your life. And that is just so true. Because if you think the world is miserable, if you think people are out to get you, if you think that everybody is self-centered, miserable, prejudiced, or whatever, then you will draw that experience to you just to prove to you that you're correct. So change it. Change everything to positive. So just a little bit of history. Yes, this world has been absolutely off balance, completely off balance, and it's been the matrix. All of you have been puppets, and you've been fed lies, erroneous information, and propaganda. And I'll probably say this in all my videos because not everybody listens to my video. And this is a point that I'm going to repeat over and over and over again until you can relate to it. Now, there's a lot of stuff out there that's written by people like me or the media. And all you need to do is feel it in your heart. Because what is my truth might not be your truth. And anything you hear that makes you angry is not true. Now, there's going to be a lot of unfolding. The stock market's going to go down. The banks are most likely going to close. And that's going to create a lot of havoc and a lot of problems with people. This is what I'm trying to let you know. Everything has a higher plan. Everything is orchestrated off this world, not on this planet Earth. There is no power here at all. There never has been, and there never will be. You have come to this planet with information. You know everything that I know. The difference between you and me is I'm awake and you're asleep. And everyone that's asleep, it was part of the plan. And so many people are awakening to the truth. And even you, if you're not awakened yet, one day you just might wake up and start noticing things differently. And so what I want you to know is that this world is magical. This world is beautiful. This world is unfolding into what you might call heaven, paradise. And this world is just like that for me right now. And it might not be that way for you because you focus on the negatives. You fear your future. You still are distraught about your past. You still fear your money situation, your life situation, your aging situation. You're just in a hurry. But I'm here to tell you that all of that stuff you fear isn't even real. Aging has become a reality because we all believe that. We've been bombarded with so much negativity. If you think about it, is there anything ever plastered on the news that's positive? No, everything is fear-based. That's part of propaganda. That's part of controlling you. And all of that's changing. And that's why it's been a game. And it's been a game for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. But the game is over. And it's definitely changing. And it can change for you at this instant. So what do you need to do? You need to turn off the news. You need to erase all old programs. Every single thing you think you know is not true. You have your own truth inside of you. You are your own universe. You are your own God. You are your own creator. So your thoughts are so powerful that you can create yourself ill or you can create yourself well. You can create yourself with pain or you can create yourself healed. You can do all of this. Now, we've been geared to look outside of ourselves for everything. Outside for love, outside for peace. We want our president to make the changes, and when they don't do what you think they need to do, then you get upset and you get mad. The president can't do anything. Nobody on this planet can do anything, but you can do it. You have the power to do it. You have the power to manifest money. You have the power to have a job that you want. You have the power to change your body. You have the power to not age. You have the power to not be sick. You do. And it's not about going outside of yourself for kudos or having other people like you for who you are. No, the only person that needs to like you is you. The only people who need to love you is you. There are laws of the universe that are in effect that many of you are not even aware of. And those have always been in effect. Now, if you could kind of imagine that you have been brainwashed to believe the opposite of the laws, and this is how you've created your own misery without even knowing it, is a joke, is what it is. So, what do? We don't get angry. We don't point fingers. We don't judge others. We don't go out into the world and focus all your energy and your attention on other people. Because there is nobody else on this planet but you. You're the only one here. And everybody around you, you draw to you for one reason or another. Are you tired of drawing lessons to you? Are you tired of fearing your future? Are you tired of being sick and miserable? Are you tired of being homeless, if that's what you are? Having money problems, relationship issues? Then you need to work on yourself. You have a guide, a master guide, who has a contract with you, will never leave your side. Death isn't real. We are infinite beings, forever in existence. So the only moment in time that should be your concern is the present moment. Your past is gone, it's over with. We've all had difficult upbringings. We've all had traumatic experiences. But all these experiences are for you to learn about yourself. You can get an astrology report, which is your life path, why you are here, what your gifts are, what your challenges are, and you can overcome everything. The only person you need to know is yourself. Nobody else. One of the laws is the law of attraction. And we continue to attract challenges to us, which are people who are showing us ourselves. They are mirror reflecting you. So if you become annoyed about something or someone, then look at yourself. This is what you do. We are not aware of our dark side. And our dark side is not a bad side. It's just called our shadow self. And so other people challenge you to teach you about yourself. Not to get mad at them, not to get angry with them. And if you want to stop actually attracting lessons and challenges, then you love yourself 100% unconditionally. And when you love yourself 100% unconditionally, then you can only attract people who love you as much as you love yourself. And 99% of the people on this planet will tell me they love themselves unconditionally, but they don't. Because we've been bombarded with so much negativity, how can you just automatically love yourself unconditionally? It takes work. We have the model agency, the fashion magazines, Hollywood and TV continually telling women that they need to be beautiful, they need to be thin, they need to have their hair a certain way, their makeup a certain way. And then there's thousands and billions of products out there to stop you from being wrinkled, to stop you from this, stop you from that. If you have puffy eyes, if you have this, which leads to the doctors who, plastic surgeons. Duh. Then you go and spend millions and billions of dollars on plastic surgery to change your body. And if you need to do all of that, you obviously don't love yourself. Because to love yourself is to accept yourself 100%. Your hair, your weight, your body, your face, your structure. And then if you want to change that, you do it in your mind. You change your future by your words. Every single word that comes out of your mouth, you create. That's how powerful you are. So if you're sick, I'm healthy. Even if you feel like on death's bed, I'm healthy. To be healthy, put that into your future. And if you want to be thin, I'm thin. Don't say I'm fat, say I'm thin. And the more you tell yourself that you are thin, the more you will become that. Because that's how you create your future. So in your present moment is the time to only spout out positive words, positive thoughts. Nobody on this planet does anything to you. When it comes to finances or employment, it's the same thing. For instance, when it comes to a job, let's say, you would never get a job just by your resume. You actually get employed if you have a message or something to share with the people in that place. and vice versa. When you can learn and they can learn, that's how you get into a specific company. That's how it works. I mean, I could give you examples. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to give you one example because everything that I tell you is not for you to stop and go, oh, yeah, she knows everything. No, I like to give you the tools to prove it to yourself. All I am is a guide to guide you. You need to take the time to change yourself. You need to take days, hours, an hour a day, focus on yourself. Meditate. Just turn off the outside world and focus on yourself. Ask your guides what you want and what you need, and they'll give it to you. You can have whatever you want. Now, I don't know you personally. If you called me up on the phone today and said, hey, Maxine, it's my birthday tomorrow, go buy me a present, would I know what to get you? I wouldn't have a clue. But if you said, hey, Maxine, I love red roses, and I love them when they come to me at my job, and I would love to have red roses delivered at my job, just to surprise me. That's what I want. Do you know that you can manifest that to happen? And your guides will do it for you, but they can't just do everything for you unless you're specific about exactly what you want. So you need to erase the fact of what goes on in the world, the economy, your future, to work yourself to death, to retire some future time. None of that is necessary. None of that is required of you. And all of that brings you is stress. So there was a time that I wanted to get a job. I actually went to school to be a speech therapy assistant. And it took me 5 years of part-time work to do that. And then by the time I was finished with my course, the school district stopped the position. It was a very valuable position, but they stopped it because they didn't want to spend the money. Because they've brainwashed all of you that schools have no money, and that's another lie, but we won't even get into that. So the reason being is you don't always know the reason why things happen to you, but there's always a reason. And sometimes you won't know until later. So the reason why I was not able to get a job in speech is because I have a mission, and my mission is doing what I'm doing right now, is writing and speaking. And did I know that at the time? No. Would I have thought that I would ever be a writer? Oh, no. But apparently, this is a pact that I made. And so I have to. It's not more left. I have to. I had to. Because I was not able to get any job after that. Nothing. I even got phone calls from headhunters telling me that I'm wasting their time even trying to find a job. So, long story short, I was led to a place another person, because you get led to other people, your messages come through the radio, the internet, however else you could think of, billboards, whatever, TV commercials, it can happen. You just need to be aware of it. So anyway, I was told by some lady that I didn't even know that I should write. I'm very passionate about my belief system. And so I started writing. And after I started writing, I got a message. And to back up, I used to work at the school district, okay? And then I quit the school district to take the speech job, and then the speech job didn't happen because it was a different school district. So that's why I was unemployed. I didn't even get unemployment, and I'm not even going to go into that. So, in any case, I was told now that I figured out that I needed to write, I could go back to the school district and get a job. All over the internet, it was stated that they were not hiring. Nobody. Now, in the past, if somebody quit, there was a position available, but they weren't even hiring those. They were filling no positions. There was no way in the world that I could get a job in the school district, but my guidance told me so. So who did I follow? Did I follow what was written on the internet? Did I follow what's on the news? Did I follow and listen to other people? No, because nobody knows anything, and nobody knows what's best for them except you. So I went to the school district, and they do accept substitutes where they send you out on situations to help classrooms, because I was not a teacher, I was a special ed assistant. So you don't get any benefits, but I was told I would get hired. So long story short, I did apply to a school for a temporary position that was only going to last for 3 days. And that 3 days lasted 5 months. And within that 5 months' time, I was offered a position. And the reason why they could offer me a position was because that particular school had children who were hard of hearing or couldn't speak. They were completely deaf. And somewhere in the school district, I was on a sign language list. How did I get on that sign language list? I have no idea, because I don't do sign language. So you see, there's powers that be that create things to happen in your life. And every single person on this planet is influenced by their guides, by God, by other beings. You might think it all comes from you. Most of it doesn't. You're all intuitive and you don't even realize it. So anyway, they called the school district, talked to the people in charge, and the people in charge said, hey, if you want to hire her, even though she doesn't know how to sign, go for it. We're okay with it. And I got hired. Now, just to let you know, even more so, the proof that this was done by outside influence is 2 years later, I get a call from the school district telling me, gosh, I don't know how I skipped you, but you need to come in for a sign language test. Nobody can work in a position as an interpreter until they take a test. Well, they missed me because they were supposed to miss me. And then I told them, I don't know how to sign. And they yelled and screamed and hollered at me and said nobody at the school district would ever do that. And I had to laugh to myself. I chuckled. Well, you don't know God. You don't know the power of the universe. You have no power. You have no control. I didn't tell them that, but it's obvious. So what they did was find me another school to work at, because I couldn't work there anymore. And trust me, I did not want to work there anymore anyway. It was a high school. And high school children don't like to be helped. They have too many issues with that. They worry too much about what other people think. And the 2 years I was at that high school, what did I tell my guides that I wanted to do? I told them I wanted to go to an elementary school. So 2 weeks after I got that phone call, and it was summer, so it was summer vacation, so school wasn't in process yet, they contacted me and they said, wow, you know what? We searched high and low and we only could find one position available. And actually, that position was taken. And at the last minute, that person decided to quit. And guess what? It was at an elementary school. Now, is that a coincidence? No. Because nothing in life is a coincidence. Nothing. So now the other situation is my lucky number is 13. And so how else did my guide speak to me? Well, I went to the school before it opened. Well, before it started, I should say. And I introduced myself to the principal, and they were all happy to meet me, blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay, well, this is the room that you're going to be working at. And that room number was number 13. So this is the world that I'm offering you to live in. And how do you live in this world? You don't pay attention to anything that goes on around you. You don't expect other people to do things for you. You do everything for yourself. You have a relationship with your guides. You ask your guides, you tell them what you want in specific format, and they will bring it to you. And then you need to be open to receive. Now you are given messages all the time. You can move. You can find a place that's affordable to you, even though everywhere you live might be out of your price range. You can find a home. You can do any of these things. Don't pay attention to what's on the news. Don't pay attention to the stock market. Don't pay attention to the real estate. Don't pay attention to any of that. That's the illusion. The reality is to ask what you want and be open to receive. And that's it. It's that simple. So all you need to do first is prove this to yourself. You can do anything that you want to prove this to yourself. Because first off, we are not even human, we're energy. We have on this planet love energy or fear energy. So all of you mostly are tapped into the fear energy. Once you get angry, once you get upset, once you get annoyed, you draw to you all the negative energy in the universe. Every single person, I don't care if they're in China, if they're in Russia, if they're in the United States, if they're negative, then you just brought it to you. But on the flip side, there is love energy. And you are here only to learn about love, unconditional love. So I would find how you could love yourself unconditionally, because it's a long list. It's not just saying I love myself and then doing things for other people when you don't want to, telling yourself that you're fat and ugly, judging other people. That's not love. That's not love. We're not separate. We're one. And we're all together. So draw in the love energy, think about the things that you want, and ask the universe for it. Don't ask your friends. Don't ask your family. Ask the universe. Ask your guides. My next video, or one of my next videos, I'm not sure if it's going to be the right one after this, is going to be about how you can use spiritual tools to get you what you need. But in the meantime, anytime you have any questions, you're welcome to leave me messages or comments below on my video, and I'd be glad to answer any questions for you. So I hope this helps you, and you all have a great, blessed day.